So apparently, I've been fired. Yep, that's the news on the internet these days. And you know what? I decided today, because I saw this video, I was just scrolling along my favorite app, which is YouTube, always has been for literally decades, enjoying my time. And then I just saw this thumbnail of myself. Not myself. This was, I don't know if this is AI or, no, it's just a really ugly screen grab. So thank you, first of all. But it was a screenshot, and it was a pretend thumbnail that says, "Guys, I'm leaving. ... And then the title is called, "Wait, Reagan's gone?" And I saw this and I was like, my gosh. I can't even enjoy an app that I love without just seeing this kind of thing. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to watch this one. I'm going to tune in. I'm going to see, because this is breaking news for me. I mean, this is very important. If my job is at stake, like I should be the first to know. Somehow, though, like 150,000 people knew before I did. And I hate to spotlight people who lie blatantly to my face, but the creator who made this account, his name is Zook, and he has made, what I've learned is, a lot of the hate videos. A lot of the videos that I remember seeing and just being like, oh wow, that's heartbreaking. Oh wow, that makes me look like an evil monster. Literally, there's one, it was Reagan all along, and I have like a mask on. I'll give him credit for the time that went into some of these thumbnails. Like, they're very thoroughly clickbaity. One of them too, she changed, and then I have like a black and blue eye, and then like changed it to me smiling, like surrounded by money. Like, what? I try to do this. I was saying this on an episode earlier today. I go to the source of some of these people that are creating this content just to see like who they are. Who is this person, you know? Anyways, his first video ever was 7 months ago, and it was about me. So I decided it's time. It's time I watch one, because I haven't watched any of these other ones, because as Joe Rogan says, and I'm no Joe Rogan by any means, but he says, you know, don't read your comments, don't watch the hate, you know. But the problem is my show is called The Comment Section. I'm on YouTube, so I see them all. But this is very important journalism. So I've decided, you know, I must watch. I must do my research. I must understand what exactly has gone down. So let's see what news he knows that I don't yet know about being fired.
This is Reagan Conrad, and we might be seeing the last of her pretty soon. Okay.
My journalism brain has turned back on. Imagine starting a video on a full premise that is completely and factually untrue, and you're just gonna do an entire edit. Like, it's not true. Spoiler, it's not true. All right, Zeke. Let's go, bro. Let's see what you have to say.
What if I told you those days were over? What if I told you someone's here to take her out of her misery? What if I told you Daily Wire's doing it again? But this time, it might work. You see why I think Reagan's out of here?
Thanks, bro.
New management is basically throwing money at this new person that literally fills the same box Reagan does and tells them, you own everything, just put our logo at the bottom. What else do you need to know about Reagan's future? Her views are down, her subs are down. They're hiring a replacement.
I assume he's talking about the wonderful Isabel Brown. And the fact that just because there's another young woman hired at this company, oh no, the girls are against each other. No, actually, she's lovely and wonderful and is going to be creating a great show here at Daily Wire. It's like such a cliche that makes me sad, because like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. And it's not. Is she wonderful in the Gen Z space? And she talks about, yeah, she's awesome. Has been a legend for years. So it is an honor to get to work beside her. So no, Zook. Zeke? What is it? I keep saying Zeke.
You said Zeke once, and it was hilarious. We're keeping it.
I'm so sorry. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm not so sorry. You're going to lie about me. I'm going to lie about your name. How many times do you watch things being said about you before you're like, you know what? No, I'm going to undress. I'm going to say something. Also, I did get to publicly speak for the first time recently, which was very fun. With YAF at their big conference they had in DC. I got to give a speech. Honestly, I was very nervous. I'll be honest with you guys. I normally like public speaking, but I don't often do it. Obviously, I haven't done it since like high school, but it was weird to finally like get to talk to human beings outside of these two cameras and my producers. Like that's like it was fun. And I got to speak from my heart. And so I would encourage you guys, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I talked a little for like 10 to 15 minutes, I think, and it was fun and it was good. I'm going to be doing a lot more like that, so I'm very excited.
I'm often asked how I personally got through the recent months when the truth about my character was under heavy attack from strangers on the internet. Insults and words that frankly will be under this comment section if this video ever goes anywhere. Words specifically like betrayer, backstabber, snake, actress. And again, I would ask the same question I asked earlier. Would it not be the character of the enemy to find the words and the lies that would hurt you and scare you the most to get you to shut up Lies are effective. I know, I get it. But you know what is more effective? The truth. And personally, the truth that I hold above all else, and the thing that has brought me the most comfort in the last several months, is the fact that my identity is found in Christ alone.
But again, it's nice to talk when the people who have built narratives and who have talked the loudest have been people who I've never met. I don't know Zook. I don't know why it has become his pride and joy in life to make these videos about this whole situation. I don't know why, but it's nice to get to speak instead. Speaking of monetizing hate for views, I want to tell you about Balance of Nature because let's be honest, even though we're trying our best, most of us are not getting the nutrients that we need in our lives every single day. I mean, 90% of Americans are not getting the recommended fiber intake. Did you know that? Because that actually is crazy. That is where Balance of Nature comes in. Their fruits and vegetable supplements is packed with mango, pineapple, wild blueberries, banana, and more, and it tastes amazing. Like you can add it to your oatmeal, your morning yogurt, whatever you snack on in the mornings, just add some Balance of Nature. And also, if you go the more savory route, you can also add the veggie supplements because they have powerhouse ingredients like kale, spinach, broccoli, and even mushrooms to add to all of your amazing dishes. And also, last but not least, they have the fiber and spice blend, combining 12 spices with 4 whole fibers. It adds incredible flavor to drinks, which is very important, and also helps that fiber that we're all apparently missing. Because again, 90% of us are missing fiber. But I'm not, because I'm taking my Balance of Nature, and I encourage you guys to as well. Sometimes the simplest, most convenient solutions actually make the biggest difference in how you feel every day. So if you guys want to try Balance of Nature for yourself, you can go to balanceofnature.com and use promo code Conrad. That is 35% off your first order as a preferred customer, plus you get a free bottle of fiber and spice. Balanceofnature.com, promo code Conrad. Go get those nutrients. Yes, I monetize this video. Take that to all of you who also monetize your videos. Yeah, I see you. I know.
And speaking of that, I have now compiled many videos for you to react to that I've also cut down. Just my favorite little gems, my favorite moments, because I know, you've been off the internet a little bit. I know you've seen a lot, but I needed to show you.
I'm not gonna lie. If you just shared me this Google Drive, I'm like scared. I don't like consuming this because man, you read one comment, guys, it'll send you into a spiral for days. It's like the power of a comment. Again, now having done this show called The Comment Section, and now again having talked about people, we talk about people on the show all the time. Like we're reaction content. We talk about pop culture and different figures. It has completely transformed the way that I speak about people. Like very specifically, because I have felt the effects of even a comment, let alone video series. But specifically, I felt the power of 2 words, a word. And so I have tried very hard and will continue to try very hard in all the content I create in the future to make sure that I am not speaking ill of people just to speak, just to say things. But I'm trying to find a larger conversation to be had, a larger story to tell, and I'm not just trying to harp on some random individual. I don't ever want to be the person creating the kind of content that has been made about me. I never want to do that. So I say that to say that I'm scared of what Diana just pulled because I've avoided watching literally anything, but she said these will make me laugh. Maybe, I hope.
This Valentine's Day, there's no better time to bring back my series where I critique women's entire existence. And we're going to start today with Brett Cooper's skinwalker herself, Reagan Conrad. She has only 12,000 followers, and she, for whatever reason, has over 900 posts. Now, I'm ashamed to admit that I spent the better part of an hour combing through the entire thing just to get to the bottom of who the hell this person is, okay? Now, I also have a thesis statement where I'm going to tell you and convince you that perhaps part of the reason why people might find her attractive, and I'm kind of a sick guy, maybe I'm into this, but she does give Amy Dune, I believe is her name, from the Gone Girl movie, okay?
I was wondering why the whole time this weird seductive face has just been in the corner of this video. Isn't that the girl who is a murderer? Great. That's probably, he's like, well, she's an evil villain, but also maybe she's not the worst looking. Gosh. What did he find? Did he find I feel like my high school content is very, very simple. So thanks for spending an hour on my Instagram. I hope you found a whole lot of fun stuff. Honestly, before I had the Reagan E. Conrad as my Instagram username, I had Hey It's Ray. Yeah. But then in between that and this one, I had oregano, like the herb, Listen, okay.
Did you have the actual name?
No, so here's the problem. I didn't. I believe it was 2 or 3 O's, so it was OO Reagan OO. And so people would always be like, "Oh, your Instagram ooh Reaganu," and I was like, "Nope, it's just supposed to be a play on words with the herb, but no one got it." So.
Today, I watched one of Reagan's videos, and I saw a lot of really good comments. Everyone's like, wow, your energy's really up on this video. I really like how you guys are switching things up. And I was like, things are starting to really look up for the comment section in Reagan. And
Like this is sarcasm.
I see that those comments were fabricated. They're probably deleting comments or maybe making some positive comments too.
Naturally, right. Because apparently we create bots. We don't create bots. The OGs who I know are the ones watching this video, y'all know. The hate comments were loud and proud and they existed. They stayed there. So no, that was not happening. And also some people are just being lovely again. So, oh no. I like this girl's energy though. Like if we're speaking about energies, and again, I'm trying to find like the joys in these moments. She was being nice and lovely, I thought, for a moment. So keep up that energy, girl. Keep it up. I'm trying to describe like what it feels like. I literally talked about it in the speech that I gave, but that like there's almost like a sense of panic that you kind of feel and like a fear. So even to like the Sarah girl, it's like, no, let me talk to you. Like you don't know me, so let me like let you know me. I think that's kind of that fear of like a lack of understanding and wanting that so badly to like be understood, but also then trying to learn to just release that because like they don't know, and so like they don't know me, and so I have to just accept that and also just know that again, as I said, like that's not where my identity is. It's not what Zeke says or what Sarah says. It's like it's in a much greater thing and in my identity with Christ. And so I have to release this kind of the rumor mill. I have to continue. It's a process every day. Like I said, right now I'm like, oh no, it's happening again. But it's like I gotta just release it. So it's a constant test. I like to think that the Lord is putting me through a test of I used to care a lot about what people thought about me, a lot about what they thought about me, like way too much. And I didn't realize it until like this mirror was held up to my face. I'm like, oh, I cared a lot.
Maybe someday we'll ask Reagan Conrad, what kind of books do you read? And she's going to have to answer, oh, I read books with green covers.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. So I literally went to a bookstore here in Nashville called McKay's. It's frankly the coolest bookstore ever. It's just rows and rows of books. They're not color coordinated. They're like genre coordinated. So we went through and found green ones because I knew that I wanted some color in the set. So we wanted green and blue and white. In my actual office, I have books that I read all the time, but back there, they're literally just set design pieces. Everyone knows it's a set. So yeah, they're just green because I like the color green. And the blue ones. Specifically, I like the blue ones the most. They're like baby pastel blues and super cute. And then the white, bunch of white books. Some browns too, tried to pull in some brown. It was all for aesthetic purposes. Okay, we grabbed some of the books. See? They're just blue. They're just aesthetically cute. Everything beautiful in its time. Freedom, my book of firsts. I love this book. Wait, yeah, see, I told you guys. Some of them I actually love. So this is J.C. Dugard. You can't see it, but because you have to take off the book covers, but that's where we're getting to these. This girl has an incredible story. Erdman's Handbook to the Bible. So they're not fully, they smell so good too. I love old books. The only takeaway that I will have from her video is that I should pull the books more often and actually read them because this is some very interesting details about the Bible, like biblical history. See, books are great. We need to bring them back. Bring back books.
And these books are obviously not a part of a series because they're all different shapes and sizes. They don't even match.
That was the point. Gosh. Even the things that like, there's no controversy, there's no whatever. There's always a way to find drama.
Who orders a bunch of books?
Me, but I went to the bookstore.
Color. Are they even real books?
Man. Took a beating. Like truly reflect on that. People are making videos about the books. Yeah, that was the time. It's honestly in those moments it is freeing because it's like okay, it's like out of it fully just like there's no control. Surrender it to the Lord, as I like to say, because they hate me for my books. Gosh. But really, I just thought this would be a fun video because again I saw this and I thought it'd be funny to make a video. I'm like, you know what? Why not? I should. So I did. So here I am. And again, to stress it one more time, no, I am not leaving Daily Wire. I am here. I am happy. I'm doing some incredible, exciting things right now, and I'm just having so much fun. And specifically, I'm very, very excited for the near future. Very excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And those of you who I know will be out there who didn't, and you're probably gonna make a video about how much you hated it. And to those of you, I'll say hello, hi, I see you. And I hope that you have a lovely day as well. Everyone, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thumbnail?
Thumbnail.
Now, should we do like a serious one that's like, I'm leaving?
Like I need to add that is how we make our thumbnails. We just make lots of faces into the camera afterwards. Be sad, be happy. That's what we do. That's how we spend our time over here. Thanks so much for watching today's episode. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. For other content, you can also follow me on Instagram and X, as well as our brand new comment section Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next episode.